Ladies and gentlemen, sirs and ma'ams, dudes and dames, welcome to the Feathering playthrough day 2. Feathering is the other magic in Wuchang Fallen Feathers, in case you didn't know this. That was the wrong camera, that is the right camera, that is the right camera. Got it. Yep, just pressing many buttons and doing things. So, we have been focusing on using the feathering magic. You can see it, Aqua of Lu Bing Zhang, Aqua of Soulwood, they're all feather scaling. We'll also later use this beautiful longsword because it has quite some cool abilities. But before we get into the habit of using that, we first have to finish the game with our other stuff and see how far we can bring this. We get nothing here anymore to unlock. That's good. We're fully leveled. We're actually sitting at level 46, which is pretty good. Usually I would be a bit higher, 72, but 46 is kind of cool. We're going to go into the Avian Marsh, Avian Dwelling, and we have to kill the Bow Sorcerer today. Yabba dabba doo. Yep, Bow Sorcerer being probably one of the most annoying fights in the history of fights. No one likes her. Seriously. You can't slice and dice these Daves anymore. I also figured out that during the playthrough of this area, they changed quite some things. They took some enemies out that were around to make the whole area less frustrating and painful to play through. Because let's be real, there were some moments that were really annoying. Oh my goodness, I am playing with a too close field of view right now. It changed the field of view for a screenshot, in case you wonder. And damn, that makes the fighting rather immersive. We can't have that though. Whoop, put that up to 80. 90 is too much. Yeah. Dude, that fighting was close up and personal. Couldn't get more close up and personal, actually. Mr. Rattlegore, welcome back, sir. Hope you're doing well. Life finds you good. Jeremiah. Always go all out with your nukes. Boing. I got quite some feathers here. We're sitting at another 2 and 1 lustrous. I need 4 more feathers for the next upgrade. And that's another healing upgrade, which is fantastic. The healing upgrade is probably the best thing you can find here. It makes you so much more powerful. So much more powerful. Goal for today is, in the next 2 hours, legendary FIFA. How are you doing? Greece to India. It was India, right, brother? To wrap up the game, because we want to see how powerful the final feathering spell is. As I heard, the final spell you get, probably the strongest spell in the game. Trivializing NG+. You want to see? This game worth a fresh start, Kofi. This is my 4th playthrough. I have done longsword, axe, magic, and now feathering only. And it's damn beautiful, my friend. To go through all the different weapons, all the different options, and really see what you can do. Usually stream at this time, always, yes. Okay, we're getting the Plume Vortex. But Plume Vortex was magic, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check. Plume, magic scaling, not feathering scaling. Now I wonder how well feathering magic will do against this boss. Because this boss is a bird lady. Now, obviously, bird doesn't mean feathering, but she's kind of like a bow sorcerer. And I always assumed that the feathering came from them. Time is it for me? 8 a.m. in the morning. A normal and cheesy 8 a.m. in the morning. How much would I need for a level up? I think we're sitting at 20k for a level up. So I take these, and as soon as my orb turns yellow, I know I have a level up. Whoa, to over 20k for a level up? Holy moly. Ah, we're sitting like at 24, 25k right now. Yep. 25. Where was I stuck? We were getting more feathering, because more feathering is more better. Thank you for listening. Enter Dream. What should I play? D4 or Last Epoch, Baggy? I mean, right now Last Epoch is going to get a new patch. But D4 is probably the easier game to start your journey with. As it's just like a very nice and fun game to begin. ARPGs, the ARPG learning process. Okay, let's summon the white-robed elder again for this fight, so he interacts with us later. How many hours have you put into the game? Ronnie, why would that be nosy or anything? I mean, right now we're looking at 71 hours, and that's my 4th playthrough currently. Okay. You have to consider that the first playthrough was 30 to 40 hours, and probably for someone who's less skilled, not saying that you suck, but no, it's going to be like more 50. And then each consecutive playthrough gets shorter and shorter because I just know where to go. Right?
The wheel of fate turns beyond our eyes.
Bird lady.
At last, you've come before me.
Okay, step number 1. Can she get blighted? So this is the most important one. You can't get blighted. Okay, step number 2. How much is that doing? 570. That's okay, actually, at this stage of the game. Because half of the time she's going to attack you. And then having like an ability that's going to separate you is actually really, really nice. Like when she does this, you can do that, alacrity, and not get hit. So powerful. Okay, but Blight is just overflying her. Now I need to test another thing. So we need to get one more. Okay, perfect. This is one of the strongest feathering spells you have down the line. But I think like adapting that versus her could be complicated. Yeah, you don't really hit her with it. Just need to see like how much damage it would do if I fully hit her with that. Oh lady, come on now. And best off, we're really if we just throw this at her. Yep. And currently it's like just a longer fight, most likely. But you could get her down. Again, easiest way to kill her is to stagger her, right? So if you actually make it behind her and stagger her. You would like dodge all her stuff, build up as much feathering as you can, right? And then just throw things at her until she dies. Probably the most reasonable approach.
I shall cleanse all. Heaven's stars.
Don't see like doing much else, right? And that one, that's actually really annoying to dodge. You could just dodge with an attack. Because usually I have like a problem getting rid of that. Okay, can we hit her? No, you can't even hit her in that form with a blight. That's kind of scam. Who's this you're fighting? Well, she's a Bow Sorcerer, and she's mostly naked because she's probably a bird person, and they just look like that. I mean, I'm not making the rules. This is a fantasy game, you know? Seems like this is how bird people look. This is going really good for this spell. I mean, this is definitely easier than the magic playthrough, I have to say. Because the magic playthrough had like a problem to hit her with certain spells, and she's like also not really vulnerable to many spells. But with my alacrity spell here, I can avoid all the damage. It's actually crazy right now. Okay, we could almost poison her. That's awesome. Okay, that one is harsh. Good. Oh wow, I actually staggered her with spells? That's a new one. That's a new one. Definitely. You don't stagger her with spells usually. See, like half of her damage just doesn't even reach me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now she's gonna jump, but again, alacrity. Like, it's so important to alacrity that one because I usually always get hit by that. And when I say always, I mean always. Okay. Like, there's no way my brain can, for some reason, not comprehend this jump here. Okay, insane. There's the simplest kill on her ever. Game don't have parry. There is a parry / deflect. There's a clash mechanic, and there is also... parry, deflect, clash, block. But it's not a game that focuses on these mechanics, to be fair. Okay, we killed her. That was pretty simple. Really simple. And we got the spell. Sadly, this is also magic. It's the Echo of the Bow Sorcerer. It's again a magic spell. I was hoping for a feathering spell. You change how the armor looks? Yes, you can just go on any piece of armor and give it any kind of look. Currently loving Lies of P. That is a good choice, brother. Lies of P is my top one over Elden Ring. Yes, I'll die on that hill. Souls-like game. So good. We're currently playing Wuchang Fallen Feathers, sir. Feather is better than magic, per notice. So I think the pinnacle would be a combination of the two. So feathering has some advantages over magic and some disadvantages over magic. So far, I've killed every boss with feathering very easy, apart from one boss where I had to swap to fire. But that's because, like the boss was really vulnerable to fire. So what am I gonna do, right? Am I gonna now smash my head against, like, with a different spell, even though fire is the one to kill him? It doesn't affect the stats to change the look of items, no. So if I want to look kind of cute, I can just do this, and then I look kind of cute. But if I feel like, oh no, I'm gonna get banned because, you know, goonerism, I'm just gonna swap to something that's less cute. Most Most all bosses melt with fire. Yes, fire is kind of OP in the game, Brandon. But feathering has its advantages. For example, Hong Lang, one enemy a lot of people have problems with. Hong Lang died so easy with feathering magic, it's crazy. And that's all to this one spell here, the Echo of Lu Bingzhang, because you jump backwards out of the enemy's reach, and at the same time you get alacrity, and alacrity makes you invulnerable. So not only do you outreach the enemy by doing this, sorry, wrong spell. Not only do you outreach the enemy by jumping back, you also can't get hit, at least from one hit, or 2 hits if they're quick succession. And then you have the Echo of Soulwood spell here, this one, that actually corrupts the enemy. Very cool as well. So we have a combination of not being able to get hit plus corruption, and that adds together really nicely. Now we can also add the Tigerless Pendant, increase damage dealt, but also increase damage taken, and we don't mind. More oomph is more boomf. Did you struggle finding places too? In my first playthrough, I did 100% discovery. So I went everywhere. Granny. Everywhere. That being said, in playthrough number 2 and 3, I still found new things. So in my first playthrough that took 40 hours, I really every nook and cranny, and yet I still missed stuff. Despite really looking into every nook and cranny. And that kind of makes me sad to a degree, because how the hell did I still manage to miss things? Okay, we need to go for the Fairy Overlook, because this is important now for the next part of the quest. And I hope we actually can use our feathering spell, because we're going to fight against a feathering opponent now. We're going to fight against Bai Kru, and he's a big fatty. That means we can actually use our anti-big fatty spell. Okay. If someone is weak to fire, do you use fire magic or magic needle tempering to increase your magic fire spell? You don't increase your magic fire spell with that. You use the magic needle tempering, yes, to increase the fire damage, Ismail. But I only use fire or magic if the person is also immune to blight. So there's one opponent that is weak to fire, and it's the perfect bride. She's weak to fire, and at the same time she can't get hit by blight, and that's bullshit. She has the double stack of bullshit. So I had to swap to fire, and she was an instant first try because bullshit, right? Does magic stat also boost elemental damage from a tempering? Because I saw a speedrunner invest in magic stat, but he didn't do magic spell, but fire tempering longsword. It shouldn't. I don't say it does not. It shouldn't. Okay, we got Demon Strike. What does that do? That's a feathering spell with a tier 5 scaling, or tier 6 scaling. Conjure a spear to stab upwards and cause feathering damage. Huh. I want to see. Is this sponsored? Does it say ad in the title, Yorgio? I don't think it does, right? Also, why should you get sponsored to play one of the best games this year? Come on, brother.
Wuchang, right on time. I've uncovered that chisel. I believe. Take this. I've tried it. I shall continue. If you find yourself in danger.
Okay.
I shall continue. If you find yourself in danger.
So we're gonna go kill. Okay, like, watch this, guys. Ooh. Does it stagger? I mean, the important part is that this is like a tier 6 feathering scaling. So that means it just gets more damage from feathering, right? The higher the scaling is, the more damage it gets. Donnie, a Monk Evoker update? No, my Monk Evoker is pretty up to date. Best game this year, sir? I think you didn't listen. I said one of the best games this year. Yes. Wuchang definitely hits home quite nicely. But I see, Jorge, you only came here to be a weirdo, and I don't know. So, brother, your first question is this a sponsored stream? I just know what kind of person you're going to be for the rest of the day. So let's just cut you out. Is feathering and magic different at all? Feathering and magic is just scaling. So either you boost the feathering stat or you boost the magic stat. If you use a magic spell, you should boost the magic stat to get more magic damage. If you use a feathering spell, you should, you know, boost the feathering stat. Okay, let's see how much damage would the spear do. Oh, 1,000. That's nice. Damn. Considering that it like has such a nice range too. Nice, right? I love how quick it happens. Yeah, we're gonna probably just kill him with spear. The spear does like a significant amount of stagger. I took some more hits than I had to take. I almost have him. Oh wow. Not playing good right now, chat. But I think that's fine. And that spear is going places. Oh, wait. We need to test something. Shit. Important. Sorry. Let's drink this. Avoid. We need to test blind. No, not really getting blinded. It's not worth it. That one is only 600 damage. No, don't use the whistle. I'm wondering, like, why am I taking so much damage? I forgot I put on the pendant for taking more damage. Dude, the spear is so good. I have found my favorite new spell. The interesting part is you could get this one super fast. You know what? This one would have been good against the Bow Sorcerer probably too, right? Boom. Yeah, nice spell. Shouldn't have taken the hit there. It's gonna jump now multiple times, but he's gonna rest like every time a single second. So you actually have a hitting window there. Oh. Oh, I don't know how that missed. Let's enhance our weapon. Can I poop this far? No. That's kind of sad. Oh! Robbery! Wait, like, seriously, robbery. Oh, wow. I missed that 2 times. Sorry. Is that the tutorial boss? Yes. This is the tutorial boss. You're indeed correct. But he does more things. Okay, so conclusion, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely rad spell. Love it. I wonder how much longer I can use that. And if it staggers. Because that I don't know right now. Does the spell stagger enemies? Since until this point, I had to use the fire spell to stagger enemies, which is bullshit. Right? Or do I have to use a fire spell to stagger enemies? When I could also use a feathering spell to stagger enemies. Right? Wow. I'm not happy when that misses. So let's not waste so much life now on unnecessary hits. Like usually, like everything he does is pretty straightforward. There's like no reason to ever take damage from him. Like despite being an upgraded version of the tutorial boss, it's nonetheless still the tutorial boss. And that one I'll take damage if I want to use an opening. Thing is, you want to use like all the openings you can. Because if you don't use the openings, what's going to happen, Chad, is you're going to have too much magic. Does that make sense? I don't necessarily make sense, but like can only get 5 magic, right? So if I overindulge, I'll end up having too much magic. And then I... better use it up. Aha. I'm still impressed by the actual stagger that this spell does. That range might as well be illegal, but I don't mind. Oh, another stagger? Holy. Okay. What spell is that? It's called Demon Strike. And you get that right before this boss fight. So that's the thing. You actually get it specifically for this boss fight. Like you can say one thing about Wuchang, but they usually hand you the tools you need. Might it be armor? Might it be spells? Might it be whatever? But the game tends to hit you the tools you need to deal with the challenge at hand. Hehe. Bai Kru, my brother, my little brother. Rest in pepperonis, you shall. And he gives us the Echo of Bai Kru, which I think is another magic spell, but let's double check. So this is called Demon Bane Strike. You get it right before him. You can't miss, well, you can miss it if you're really blind. Echo of Bai Kru is a normal magic scaling spell. Sad face. He's resistant to feathering damage, Cyborg. Well, despite him being resistant to feathering damage, this might have been single-handedly the easiest fight I've ever had against him. Almost jealous that you can dodge the boss that well. I mean, it's my first playthrough. If I wouldn't be able to dodge his spells well, we would have to talk, my friend. That being said, he's not the most complicated of the bosses. Okay, I think I gave him all the research journals. I don't think I missed a single one at this point, right? Just double check because I'm trying to get a certain ending. One that I haven't gotten so far yet, so because you have to finish He Yuzoi's quest, and for He Yuzoi's quest you have to give him the research journals, but I don't know, did I get the yeah, you get the research journal number 3 later. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Does the game get harder with NG Plus? Somewhat, but not very much. To be fair, the game is more on the easier side in the NG Plus. Fair Overlook, we need to return back to talk to the old man. You can parry with weapons and skills, yes. With a certain weapon and skills. Longsword. How are you enjoying 100% Feather, Paticus? It's nice. It's nice. I underestimated this spell. The actual, like, echo of this one, the echo of Lu Bingzang, is insane. I did not expect that one to be this good, especially for people who actually stink at dodging, right? If you stink at dodging, the echo of Lu Bingzang is just an absolute chef's kiss, OP, super slapper. Not even funny anymore. Okay, worship at the old man's temple. We're gonna go for the Zenvu altar so we can teleport back. Because now we're gonna go over to the next zone, and then we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bosses to kill, and we're good. 5, 6. Some bosses. Discord? Yes, we have a Discord, Rani. Should be in the description of the YouTube video, a link to the Discord. Actually, I have to make a command for that. People don't get confused. When you'll stream this game next? Well, today we're going to finish the feathering run, and then we're going to make a feathering build video, right? But I don't think we're going to have many more streams of Wuchang. It depends a little bit down with how the... like what game releases we're having and how many news we're getting, because we're going to have Battlefield now for the up and coming days. We're waiting for the Diablo 4 PDR, which should probably happen very soon. So it's always a question to how much time is there really for all this stuff. Nice. Now we're going to talk with her.
Travel far and wide. Have you ever seen red vines like these?
She's the lady we saved, Chad.
Stay here. I'll stay here.
You've arrived at that merchant. Aside from the... Let me check the town. I'm worried about... Here, I'll head out first.
After talking at the after talking to her at the Reverend Temple. Okay. Cool. So one thing you definitely need to buy from this guy, and I'll buy this right now before I forget, is the General set. Why do you need to buy the General set? Because it's perfect against the White Robed Elder. You see this set here from the North General? The set has a huge burn resistance. And usually, these don't have burn resistant. But this one does have specifically burn resistance. And that's very important. Because you'll need that against the White Robed Elder to properly fight him off. Now, I wonder if you can get a 100% feather. Oh, a 100% feather and magic combination is really easy, Baticus. Like, from a point perspective, like, to achieve 50 magic scaling, 50, like, is super simple. So a magic feathering playthrough is probably the strongest you can do, where you combine the two elements to just get the most out of it. Oh, Rana, you did not annoy us at all. Don't you be sorry for that. Quality conversation is always nice to come by. So we're gonna buy ourselves the 9 disciplinary force. You know what's gonna happen now, chat? We're buying 9 disciplinary force, 6 disciplinary force, 3 disciplinary force. And then we'll have to shift a lot of points around to learn all the disciplines. I am level 67. Might be able to actually knock that out. Let's see. This is the single-handed biggest damage scaling, so that's why we have to go for it.
My legs are killing me.
My legs are killing me.
I should have known.
The way I never figured out what he actually is, chat. I mean, he might be human, right? But I don't think he actually is. I think he's like some kind of... I don't actually know what he is, right? Some kind of weirdo.
Will you look at that? Fancy seeing
Hello,
you
old
again,
man.
young un. Your I won't tell me. That meta. She's a killer. You're a good one.
And he gives us a spell that is called the Polygonal Container. Yeah, but Polygonal Container was also a magic spell. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, from a Chinese lore perspective, Chinese, like, you know, mythics and stories, he's probably something I just never heard of, right? Impetus, get the 2 levels. Okay, what we need to do now is we need to make our way towards skills. Why towards skills? Because we need to learn 9 skills now. Okay, Chad? For this, I'll have to reset the notes. That's 1 discipline skill. That's 2 discipline skills. That's 3 discipline skills. Then we got another. Really don't have the points to unlock that all. Burn buildup goes away. Okay, with this, we would have 1, 2, then in the middle, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 2 more. Let's check. It should be 10, right? Yeah. 8, 10. Good. Benedictions, take the sword. We're gonna use 3 disciplinary skills, 6 disciplinary skills, and 9 disciplinary skills. Okay. To give us a nice damage boost. Let's try if our attack actually staggers, because this is what we haven't figured out yet. We're actually going to put the Demon Bane Strike on this, and the Echo of Dutanga if we needed the front. That means Demon Bane Strike is right trigger. Oh, we can't kill these anymore. They changed that. Sad face. Can't kill innocents, guys. Oh, different opponents here. That's nice. There used to be 2 dogs here. Okay, let's see. Oh, wrong spell is... Can you just... Oh my goodness, he's not locking onto him. He's not locking onto him. Wait, because he's a friend? Eh? Wait. Why is he changing? Sorry. Demon Bane Strike does not stagger. That's kind of disappointing. When it throws the enemy upwards, so that's cool. The damage is insane though. Now, when I just send that guy packing. Obviously, because we wrapped up the disciplinary forces, so the 369, and we're not even maxed out yet, right? So even for a not magic damage player, I still do significant damage with this. Nope. What was that? That was a stutter. First stutter in a long while. There used to be a pot throwing enemy right here. That guy also did not used to be here. Interesting. That missed. That missed again. Okay, he takes some damage from that. Oh, they're friends. They changed this chapter drastically so far. This used to be like a very brutal chapter because everything is hostile. Like everything. So like all these guys hostile. Everything is hostile. Not just like a little bit, like it's massively hostile. Interesting. See how far that elite is going to be faring. Come here, come here, come here. Hoo-hoo. I mean, I'm still mad that this is actually not staggering, right? But, I mean, can we be mad at the level of damage that spear does? Let's be honest. Can we be mad at the damage that it actually does? Sure, it doesn't stagger, and yeah, it kind of stings. It also kind of throws enemies around. Both of them for a nice little lube. Wonder how well that works against the Nightmare Demon now. Let it go. Status, another level up. So that's going to be longsword level ups right now. No, spear level ups, because spear level ups just work best. From what I gathered in patch 1.5, made a lot of NPCs associated with the Ming dynasty not targetable and friendly. No, there are generals that instead of dying now have a dialogue afterwards. Johnson. So instead of killing them, you talk to them. Now, does that have to do with China? I don't know. I didn't even know they're from the Ming dynasty or whatsoever. I've seen some, I'll call it fake outrage, honestly, over this. Like, I was just happy to get more dialogues with NPCs. Like, whatever arbitrary reasons you might want to assign to that, right? Whatever outrage you want to feel for, I don't know, whatever weird reason. But yeah. I was just happy to get more dialogues. Yeah, this is going very well versus her. Yep. Okay, if I can do this to all human opponents, that's going to be very useful. Oh, you hurt me. Oh, what? That missed? No! I should have not missed. Yeah, definitely knocks, but it doesn't, like, stagger. I would have preferred if it would actually stagger. Like, you know? Because you could get, like, cool interactions with that. But despite it not staggering, it's doing very plenty well. And right now we're taking improper high amount of damage because we are using the we're using the Tigerless Pendant, which has me take way more damage, and we're at the same time at 90% madness, which has me take way more damage. So I may like, but I like doing more damage, so what can I say? Koshin, you get a new AMD system up and running. What do you put into it, sir? Tell us more. So the goal will be to dodge attacks, get enough, and then center packing. Oh, bullshit. Need to like if you're too close, it doesn't work sometimes. If you're too far away, also doesn't work. So and then like you're seeing, there's 3 misses. See, how did that miss? I was like, I was inside of you. Explain. I think it's more down, like, it's not actually down to the skill, it's more like to the demon. Because these demon dudes just have shitty hitboxes at times. Probably the best way to think about it, right? This should make the Nightmare Demon so easy, though. This is like the... not Nightmare Demon, sorry. The Demon of Obsession. We're fighting the Nightmare Demon right now. Where? Did that not hit her? And we could also just do this here, by the way. It's like the next level bully strategy. So instead of like fighting her, you just throw like these daggers and dodge like every attack she could potentially do. So she does these and you just you just don't give a flying fart. Yeah, you can do that. It's kind of mean. Cause she goes into like an attack loop. So that's it. Ah, you stink, and I'm so much better than you. I am so much better than you. Now, I shouldn't go with my 80,000 souls in this direction, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to go back to the shrine. So, what we're going to do is, we're just going to head down this way right now. Did the stone almost kill me in one playthrough? Hell yeah, it did. What up? You want to try again? Try again. Try again. What up? Try again. Try again. Do it. Do it. Do it one more time. Haha. Kidding. I was just bullying. Poor guy. I'm about to head under the temple. Took me ages to find the stairs. Yeah, I think there might have been a prompt missing, like, interact with stairs, please. It's kind of like there, but not there. Missable. What chapter are you in at the moment? This is chapter 4. Chapter 4 is after you clear the Mount Zenvu region and you get prompted to advance the story. This will lock you out of some things, so you're gonna be aware to have tied all the loose ends beforehand. Think you've messed up some of the NPC storylines? I mean, certainly, sir. That can happen. Oh, I could just go and interact with said shrine, but nope. Great, Pony. You're so smart. I like how you absolutely threw that just at the... Why does Blight hurt him so much? That's interesting because, like, there's a giant shrine in front of you and you just miss him. Like, he's right in front of you. Right in front of you. Right in front of you. You miss him? Ay. Are you going to do Battlefield 6 in the next hour? What we're going to do today is we're going to finish the Wuchang feathering playthrough, which is going to take me everything from 1 to 2 hours from this point on. Then we're going to go offline to make the Wuchang feathering video to wrap up the build guide. And as soon as I have the build guide done with the rest of my daily streaming time, which should be another 3 hours if everything works out, we're then going to play some Battlefield. That is the plan for today. Okay. I need to get my points back here. Why? Because I decided to spend way too many points on feathering. I mean, we will spend these points on feathering again. Don't worry. But I can use these points right now, the triple points we spend, to instead unlock the last discipline skills. And now we're sitting at 12 discipline skills. Which is obviously insane because it gives me another damage boost. Temper, we got the status needle, feathering needle, and the duration of the temper needle. Don't you dare to go out and make something in the nice weather. Dude, I mean, it's like 35 degrees in Germany, which is decently hot, especially with the humidity that Germany has to offer. Plus, like, yeah, I did garden work all day yesterday after the stream. So I have to anyway stream a lot because it's too hot outside and the children will be gone. It means I got more gaming time and more work time. And then later I'll do garden work and just die afterwards. That's the plan, at least. The problem is, our garden is so much in the sun that the ground gets so dry from the sun that it starts cracking, you know? On hot weather days. So I gotta do some garden work where I put down... I don't know what these tiny wood pieces are called in English, but they're these tiny wood pieces you put on your flower beds to protect them from heat a bit. I don't know what that's called in English. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Does the Scorn Great Axe always drop there? Yeah, it's Molch, but Molch in German. But what's that in English? It can't be Molch in English too. Okay, it's interesting. I cannot target the other guy. I don't know if that's intended. It's so weird because usually you fight like both of these, right? But they're now your friends. I think that's fine, but it's just like it's like I'm not used to it yet. I'm not sure if that was always supposed to be this way, you know, because you are supposed to like with the humans fight off like the feathering dudes. Yeah, these guys used to give me, with my longsword build, so much trouble. And now with the feathering, they're just a goddamn joke.
Foolish mortal, be gone.
Foolish mortal, kiss me, please. No problem, lady. I got your back.
Possibly mend.
Yeah, I enjoy killing them both too because you get more mercury. I mean, it definitely makes it more convenient because let me tell you, fighting off all of them was a pain. Like there's a part of this level where you had to fight off so many opponents and it was virtually impossible unless you had some ground destruction spells that were hitting hard. It was crazy. So I'm actually happy they made the decision to Why is Blight hurting you so hard? They brought Rush back for BF6. Yeah, I freaking Bigfoot. I will play Rush, definitely, as soon as we go over to Battlefield 6 later. But you gotta bear with me. I need to get my content done, okay? So we need to finish this playthrough. We need to make the video. That is more important than actually playing Battlefield first. I know you might not want to hear this, right? But we need to get certain things knocked out first before we can go play Battlefield. Battlefield beta starts at 10 again. In 1 hour. Goal is finish this, make video, then Battlefield. I hope we also get more weapons, which I don't think. So here, this area, okay? You used to have to fight the soldiers and the birds. Everyone. And that actually led to a situation that was almost unsolvable. Because like you pretty much couldn't get into the fight without getting hit by everyone. It was that bad, right? You walk. There's a third one now. Why is there a third one? Oh, you meanies. I still think it's not working 100% correct because you actually do see the life bar of the one guy, right? You're talking about bark mulch for the garden. Is that what you mean? Yeah. But it's just called mulch also in English? That's so crazy. I was not aware of that. He hates me. He wishes he was me, Chan, but he's not. Atticus, take care at work, everyone. We're so far having it. Oh, my lord, mommy. I'm out of here. The graphics look good. The graphics are great. It's one of the games where Unreal 5 engine is actually doing a good thing, right? I mean, we've had so many games now where it was like, oh man, this is Unreal 5 engine. That sucks. I'm really not happy about it. I don't know what it is with Unreal 5 engine and developers not being able to make proper games. Right? There's definitely a phase where you were just happy when a game actually wasn't Unreal 5. It's kind of sad.
Power of feathering is a divine gift. A wretch like you is unworthy. Under his blessing, our
Okay, let's dash through this because we don't want to get poisoned.
and I will crush you.
Wait, no, there's an explosive there? There was an explosive there, Chan. Most UE5 games have performance issues. Yeah. I don't know if it's because UE5, developers not knowing how to use UE5, or developers at this point just not doing any performance testing anymore. Right? Which one is it, Chan? Which one is it? Because it could be plenty of reasons, right? But I almost feel like in this day and age, like developers just started saving money. They just don't do performance tests anymore. They don't pay for performance tests anymore, right? What I don't personally understand is, why don't more developers just release demos and use that as a performance test? I know if a demo turns out to be not stable enough, then that's also not really good. But, I mean, it's the easiest way to performance test on a large scale, right? Release a demo with a statement of, this is a performance test and we would like to see how you like things, right? And then use the party people's analytics to improve the performance of your game. I mean, that's at least how I'm looking at it. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. This whole part of the map is probably like the most annoying one, like here in this area, because you gotta walk through the corruption, right? And you gotta get past all these guys, and it's meant to corrupt you, and you're meant to be corrupted and blighted and everything after you get out. It's really meant to be hyper annoying. I'm just like, but why? They don't do performance tests, they deserve the bad critics. Yes, I agree. Then again, I guess sometimes people should just be a bit more chill, right? I mean, that guy always kills you. Day one performance says nothing. I mean, usually developers, so far every developer where games had day one performance issues usually have brought out a day one patch that then fixed said performance issues, right? Kimos, thank you for the 93 centuries of support. Kimos, thanks for being our first subscriber today. My friend. Look at you. Absolute gamer. Dude does like 1 bajillion damage per hit. Oh, wow, that's new. He never did that before. No, well, that's not true. Maybe he did that before and I just always killed him faster than... Punish Chan. He get absolutely destroyed, right? He get pooped on. Okay, now that we have all the things unlocked that I wanted to have unlocked, let's get some more life, and then let's get some more feathering. Also, we got ourselves another upgrade to our weapon. Ta-da-da-ta-ta-ta. And now we need to use the lustrous feather, but we need the vermilion chisel for that. Make a video about this build. That's the plan, sir, but we have to finish it first, okay? I can't make a video if I haven't beaten the game with the build. And interestingly enough, you get the strongest spell at the end, right? So the strongest feathering spell you get at the very end of the game.
Our efforts still in vain.
Great. Took like forever to charge. Okay, let's see how much feathering damage do we do against her. Okay, first let's check Blight. Okay, she doesn't really Blight. That's bad. Okay, that works. Okay, that works. That's pretty OP. Yep.
The empire demise. So it is you who comes to claim
me. Okay.
Fate and heaven's will shall run their course.
I missed. That was a bit sad. Okay. At times it's easy to miss that one, which is kind of stupid.
Dragon will return. What fate is steel?
It's like this is just like this is silly. Okay, this might be the easiest way of killed her. Like even the magic playthrough had it harder.
fall by your
I mean that is just I love it.
leave this world with no regrets.
I'm very glad. I mean, what do you think, John?
You shall
I mean, seriously.
comes to an end.
I was mean. Okay, what does the Echo of Hong Lang do? I think it's a feathering spell as well. Unfurl your wings and release 7 blood-hued of feathers that home in enemies, inflicting feathering damage. Can trigger alacrity. Nice. Might replace my Echo of Soulwood at this point. Right now, the only issue I see a little bit is I don't have an answer to the Dragon Emperor. But, like, not a 100% answer like the magic build had. So, there's always... This is why I keep saying, like, magic and feathering together should be insane. Because with feathering, you kill the humanoid opponents, and with magic, you kill the monstrous large opponents. Because monsters' large opponents are so easy to kill with magic. It's insane how simple it is to kill monsters' large opponents with magic. So I'm just wondering if that's like the answer to it, pretty much, right? Because I could obviously now use magic to just one hit the Dragon Emperor, right? I killed her original form with feathering early game. Shredder, she's weak to feathering because she's not feathering, if that makes sense. So in her early form, she is a normal human. She's one of the few normal humans you actually meet throughout the story, right? She's just a gal, galling around. No crazy monstrous mutation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going for the Bow Magus. And the Bow Magus is extremely potent and powerful and scary. And she's really a big fat meanie. That's the best way to say it. And I wonder, since she's a Bow Magus, so a bow people, if she is actually going to be not taking feathering damage a lot. But we don't know. So let's find out inside.
Foolish mortal. Tread upon sacred soil.
We need gear that's good against feathering. What gear do I have that's good against feathering? Because she does feathering magic. Are you gonna get the bow ending? No. I just killed the Bow Magus because I don't like her.
This blood, that the primordial deity may feast upon it. The voice.
Okay, that was a quick start. Well, we got her half down with one little hit here.
By divine decree, they fall.
I want to try out the echo of. Oh, that actually hits her, Chad. Oh, that I was not too close. I was not too close. Bullshit. Good. Damage is fantastic, though. The spell is useless. Ladies and gentlemen, the spell for this is useless. The echo is just not doing enough. It has a good scaling, but it doesn't, like, you know, scale fantastic. And the spear can throw her up and around, so that's insane again. I'm gonna go into this fight with full feathering. I mean, like, if I'm going to hurt her, I'm going to hurt her good. I was expecting her to have feathering resistance. Well, on the one hand, yes, Kareem, but on the other hand, no. Because the feathering was spread by... Yeah, we don't actually know why the feathering was spread, right? There was this one of these infected, not the bow people, the Brel people. So one of these bird people dudes, he went out and started spreading the feathering. But it's not actually the bow people. Like, do the bow people not fight the bird people, right? I'm not, like, yeah? I kind of lost the thread there in that story part, like who's actually fighting who. See, that was the first start already. Got her delivered.
The heretics
I kind of want to throw like poison at her because I don't know how much poison would do.
they fall.
Wait, does this not have a triple pulls anymore? Ah, yikes. Okay, range. Range? I feel like half of the things shouldn't have hit me. Oh, this is going to be bad because technically I can alacrity dodge a lot of things. That's a big technically because you're not always. I should have knocked her over. Should have knocked her over as well. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to say, where's our pace 3, right? Hey, so what you playing Hearthstone 10 years ago, sir? Welcome back, Frank. In a while.
By divine decree, they fall.
Ascended bow people fight those who failed the feathering ascension and became abomination. But then it makes sense that the bow people would still take feather damage because they're technically not feather immune, right? They just mastered the feather magic, but that doesn't make them feathering immune. It just makes them masters of the feather magic. That shouldn't have hurt me. She should be staggered. Yep. She's one hit away from getting like super thrown over. That miss was... Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Was harder than it had to be, but only because I skimmed around. Now we get the Echo of the Bow Magus. The Echo of the Bow Magus is technically OP because the Echo of the Bow Magus allows you to invoke the god of Shu to create a barrier around you that can withstand damage. It's really nice. But you also don't really need it. Okay, let's push our feathering now as high as we can. So we become an OP super meanie beanie. So these were two optional bosses, by the way. So these bosses you don't actually have to do. Now we can go and challenge Mr. Daddy Dragon, the Emperor, and whoop his ass. That's at least the plan. Did I never take the Shoe Sanctum? I did take the Shoe Sanctum, right? Nanum, Palace. No, I forget to take the Shoe Sanctum point. No, did I? What level are you? We are a bit under-leveled for the area we're in. We're currently sitting at level 79. Ability to use feathering, my friend, Sky. We're doing 100% feathering magic. Very powerful, not to underestimate. Definitely a super mini beanie. Was there anything here that was worth investigating? Ah, there was 2 demons. Yeah. There should be more red mercury here right now. It's usually Dave here. Oop! I am powerful. Oh wow, I am powerful, and he's like, me too. Okay, got him. Got him. It's the only reason we went for this. Back up. How's the feathering build doing? Very good. Sadly, you get the good spells later in the game. So, for example, this spear that I have here now to thrust forward and pierce my opponents, you get that relatively late. It would have been cooler if you get that early. Feathering feels like it could be a more fun if you actually go for NG Plus as well. Now, I'm not saying this is not fun even without NG Plus. It's just that with NG Plus, I think it's even cooler. Sad thing is in stays, like this guy here, for example, is very weak to fire. So if you actually hit him with fire, you do just so much more damage. And you don't even do yourself a favor not using fire to kill him, right? When he's still getting more securely killed than with any other thingy right now. So that may that be what it is. These guys here are full feathering, by the way. Like, in case you ever wondered why the normal human dudes don't take much damage, they're full feathering. You gotta look out for that guy because he's gonna get staggered, and then you're gonna kill him because you're so much better. Yep. That's why you should look out for that guy. Just saying. I'm using longsword. I did longsword before this playthrough. That's not true. I did magic. Longsword was really fun. There's also a very nice longsword that can shoot out energy blades. This one. It scales with feathering damage. So you can do, albeit was, you can do this. Which is kind of cool. But, again, this is not a longsword playthrough. And I also didn't want to do a longsword playthrough, right? Oh, you're here. I forgot. Gotta look out for the dogs. Why for the dogs? Despair dogs. They hit you one time too much and you despair. You can imagine you don't want that. Okay, why are you doing... Oh, Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Why is he doing so much damage? I know that I'm wielding the pendant that makes me take more damage, but still, I'm feeling like I take a bit more. Do you intend to do a run with a spear only? I started a spear only run. We have one spear only run there. I don't like the heavy attack of the spear. I absolutely, it's, nah. Didn't really resonate with me. I always thought like, yeah, spear range kind of nice. It's gonna be like poke poke, bibbity bop bop bop, bibbity bop bop bop, but nothing about the spear really excited me. Right? What? Oh, wrong outfit. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Why am I taking so much damage? Well, the reason for that is pretty simple. Because I wear ropes. I don't want to talk about it, okay, chat? Thank you. And I'm just wondering, why is it that we take so much damage, chat? Well, the answer is quite simple. Because we're an idiot. This happens if you actually take all the things, like, so I have a pendant that makes me do more damage, but also take more damage, correct? And on top of the pendant that makes me do more damage and take more damage. We are fully madnessed up at any given point. So these two things together, not good for wielding close armor. Unless you obviously fight a boss that doesn't do any physical damage, then wielding close armor is kind of fine. Hi, it's me. You're dead. Let's kill the dogs again. They reduced the despair buildup of the despair dogs because the despair dogs used to have like 1 bajillion despair buildup. I also feel like they made these guys a bit easier. Like the bird dudes used to be an absolute menace. Like they made them a bit easier, which I'm not averse against. I find longsword to be a bit more fluid. I think longsword for actually fighting with a weapon is one of the best feelings. As you say, it just feels that fluid to use. I'm a demon. Demon, I tell you, chat. I wonder if they fixed this encounter. Because there's an encounter here, and I always thought it was supposed to be like a heavy encounter. Because you kind of, like, you have here one of these guys, and you have Quin Yao, right? But the Quin Yao guy, for some reason, turns out to be an absolute super weakling. And I'm just wondering, is he intended to be this weak? You know, is this intended to be this easy? Okay, let's see if everything works. Reverend Temple. Then we should find Fa lady. Here. Yeah. Longevity. I know, Wishborn Pendant, sorry.
Both you Dacia left. And you didn't
I look
return.
so not menacing. Look like a joke. Okay, she gives me the research journal and the Ring of Samsara, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as far as I understood, I am not supposed to... I'm not supposed to keep that. So like, what I need to do is I need to make the ring and then consume the ring. We'll have to try that out. How that goes. Make the ring and consume the ring. This game, this is a new game. This is not New Game Plus. Like, when I do builds, they are always New Game builds that also work New Game Plus. But I don't feel like making New Game Plus builds to be something useful. Because it's kind of like, oh yeah, I mean, you just have to beat New Game Plus. You know, you just have to beat the game once to actually play the build. Like, I really don't know how many people actually, like, play after a playthrough. Don't consume it if you want the best ending. Now, that's wrong. Because the best ending is definitely not with the Ring of Samsara. Like, definitely. 400% not. That ending is shit with the Ring of Samsara. I tried. Trust me. Okay, what other spell was that? Crimson Edge Incantation. Send forth a feathering type blade that makes you recover health on hit. I heard that one is not good. But I guess it's a nice little spam spell that we can try out, right?
Wuchang. I thought you were with Fang Yao in Analum. What brings you here? Quick, look, I've seen it. Could it be? This is strange.
Okay, that was his quest.
Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence.
So getting the Ring of Cause and the Ring of Effect. So wait. I am looking to get not looking to get the Dream Sweet Deceit because we have that. I'm trying to get the good ending, kind of, you know? Okay, do not give the shizzle. Do not have the Ring of Samsara in your inventory. But I can make it, right? Yeah. I can make the Ring of Samsara. I should just not have it in my inventory. Ha! So that means I consume it, right? Damn, I always wanted to know how many runes it actually held, because it says, a ring that holds tremendous amounts of runes. You're like, but how many? How many is tremendous amounts of runes? How many is tremendous? Good. Now we're gonna fight the Emperor, chat. But is the Emperor vulnerable to feathering?
How did it come to this?
We will have to try out a spell, not the Blight spell. We'll have to try out the Echo of Fang Liang.
Spent commander. I thought if only the divine
You know how you know to not give him the chisel, chat? If giving him the chisel was the right answer, it would be the first answer. But since it's not the first answer, you know that, like, you don't give it to him. I figured that out. 4 billion IQ gameplay chat. Two more. So what we're trying right now is we're trying to boost our feathering up all the way to get the maximum feathering super flooper damage. Now let's try out to throw our blades. So how much damage would these Vorpal blades do when you throw them? I mean, for a 1 spell, that's not even bad. Especially if it, like, kind of restores your magic again. Guess it's fine. Okay, now we have lost HP, Chad. Drink a potion. I mean, it doesn't restore crazy amounts, but it restores. Right? Could be worse. It seems a little slow compared to all the other feathering spells, which are actually really fast to cast. Yes, it does seem plenty slow. I am with you.
I should have been bringing this is what you've been after.
Okay, the spell we're going to try against the biggie should be the pokey spell, but I think I'm going to try a different one. We're going to try the ground damage spell. So we have a ground damage spell, which actually does do a lot of damage on the ground. But it only works against large opponents. That one. You're going to get next to the opponent, and then you just cast that. See, like this is good. Wow, he does a lot of physical damage. Problem is, I'm very vulnerable as I'm on him, right? So that is with the ground damage. I think I have to remove my Tigerless Pendant for the time being. Because, oh, it increases the potency of HP recovery effects. That could actually be interesting for my spell. So phase 1 definitely could use the nuke spell, but what do we do phase 2 then? That's rather the question. Yeah, see, like, the 2 spell does a lot of damage, chat, but the 3 spell does more. Especially with one single hit, right? Oh, come on. I was about to heal. Yeah, see, like, the Pokey Spear is just, like, 1,500 damage with 3 feathering. That's insane. How would you rate this game? I'm personally loving this game, but I see many people hating on this because it isn't easy like many Souls clones. I mean, first and foremost, it's definitely easy compared to other games. So, Wuchang is not hard. I mean, subjective, obviously, how hard you feel the game is. That being said, I think the game is a solid 9 out of 10. It does a lot of things right that other Souls games do wrong. Has tons of quality of life, which is important. And is overall just a good experience. The spear hitbox seems misleading. I mean, it's kind of far, and it's kind of like short, and it's kind of on point, but it's like, yeah. How do I say that? It's a little bit of everything. You know, I like, to this point, I still don't know who that guy is. Right? Like this is one part of the story that like never made sense. Because you get to this point and you're just like, okay, so like, who are you? Like, right, we appreciate you being here, but we have like no clue who you actually are. And then he turns into this dragon emperor dude, and you're just like, I still don't know who you are. Your existence does not make sense to me. I mean, as I understand, he is supposedly the emperor, right? As far as I understood about that. The spear is just so nice because it happens like so quick. What? Wait, he's sucking life out of me? I've never had you do that before. Maybe because I just killed him before you could do that.
Empire would still stand strong if not for traitors and...
Oh yeah, I remember he does that. One of the cooler looking attacks in the whole game. Okay.
Take it. Oh, treacherous ministers.
See, like he's relatively, he does like a relative plethora of simple attacks that are not hard to dodge. And then you just poke him down. Magic had it way easier, so with magic I could one-hit him. Again, saying use magic for big opponents and then use feathering for the small humanoid style opponents, right? And now we're gonna see how easy the white-robed elder could be. Because the white-robed elder is an interesting challenge, but what if we actually do nasty damage? Chat. So I say it's easy when people are full of Reddit posts. Well, so I say it's easy as someone who has thousands of hours in Souls games, right? I do believe that the guy is a good challenge for people that casually play Soul games. That's what I was saying. The game is on the easier side if you play a lot of Souls games. If you don't play a lot of Souls games, I think the game is quite a challenge, which is good. I mean, Souls games should be a challenge. Why else would you play Souls games then, right? Teleport. Before we do anything further, you know where to go, chat. Mount Zanbu. You haven't tried a magic build? We have the magic build uploaded on YouTube. You use the spell called Lotus Flame, and Lotus Flame one-shots large opponents. So in like when you're about to fight like a big guy, a big monster dude, then always just put on the Lotus Flame and then just one-shot him. But this would require you to consistently swap between magic and feathering, and you obviously don't want to do that. I think that's boring. No, I don't have enough red mercury, so let's just go for our friend. And I'm wielding the armor that is perfect for this fight, okay? So it's good against the actual damage he does, while at the same time it has good burn resistance, which you kind of need, at least on the chest piece. You can't have something that goes like too far into the burn. Because that would only cause trouble. Should be fine. The game was a little harder compared to their Souls-like games, but I feel like it could be figured out. The game gives you tons of tools. I mean, you have alacrity when you're casting spells that you save. You have the clashing mechanic that when you're actually hitting each other at the same time, right, that you're not going to be taking damage and that kind of stuff. So there is a lot of things to keep you picking. You have never done that in all your history, and I'm kind of unhappy now. Okay, it doesn't throw him over. Should still be good. Oops. I dodged that one. You love how it's a mix of multiple Souls-like. I mean, every Souls-like at this point should like be a mix of multiple Souls-likes, right? Because there's so many out and they have so many quality of life features. And if you're not learning from all the quality of life features that other Souls-like games put out, then you're just making an inferior product, to be fair. Okay, it doesn't throw him over, but it kind of staggers him. So you can avoid that. Ignore that one. Huh. Spear Pokey spell works, but we need to amplify Spear Pokey spell by still staggering him. It just makes no sense to not stagger him in the moment where you can. Because he has some easy triggers. Okay, Echo of Vermilion Feathers. Gather energy, absorb any incoming spell directed at you, and gain Skyborn Might. Then unleash a powerful explosion that damages all nearby foes. What? Ah, first things first. I made a mistake. I made a big do chat. Ooh. So, first things first. That's 4 Skyborn Might spells. Plus 10 on the weapon. Okay. I really like how the devs are listening to the feedback and making prompt updates. Makes me excited for their future titles. Absolutely. I mean, did they have to do the patch 1.5? No, absolutely not. They didn't have to do the patch 1.5. But was the patch 1.5 good for the game? Absolutely. I wonder how much damage that one does. And if that's good against bosses, because I don't feel like... What do we feel like, Chad? Is a slow casting spell good against a boss?
The Empire crumbles. Yet here I stand.
And now? Does it not? Does it not do anything? Okay. So if no spells are being shot at me, that's useless. I mean, what is this then good for?
This object possesses immense power, capable of
Right?
good and evil.
What is this thing good for? No, like, it literally needs to get hit by a spell. Okay, that was a range problem.
I shall test the limits of your
Without using like a stagger against him, I think he's like we can kill him, right? Just merely by using the ability, but not doing the stagger, I think is just right away mistake. Ow. I've never challenged that. Because he does this, right? And this is always a stagger. Wow, that missed. So if you hit him with the, obviously. Oh, that's always a stagger. What if you like stagger him like this, right? Oh, his blade is in his arm. Chad, he's Wolverine! He evolved! Mutated! wow. Greedy. And what's life without being a little bit greedy? See, like, this is like always a stagger. Boom.
Still set on this path. That was the trial's purpose all along.
Easy. More easy than I expected. Okay, the echo of him. Oh, wait, he doesn't die, so you can actually talk with him now? That's kind of cute. Okay, the echo of Zhao Yun is also a magic spell. Do I have to enter the dream to talk to him again? Ah, they made a shrine here now. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, let's get rid of that spell that was just like a ginormous disappointment, Chan. Get rid of this spell. It was like, what the fuck? The old man is the reason you picked Spear to play the game. Good old man. Enter the dream. Oh, wait, wife. Okay. Where is he? Ah, there you are.
Noble of use it well. Noble, use it well.
Okay. Does this have relation to Wuchang? No. That's racist. Only because there's a Wu in the name. Not all Vus are the same. I wonder if I missed a specific spell throughout the journey. Because I simply don't know. But I don't think I did. Paid attention to everything. Ignore Birdman. We don't fight against annoying bird people. How much damage are you taking? Okay, you die. Good. As you should. Is Wuchang considered a Souls-like or not? We had that discussion yesterday. Honestly, it comes down to what you understand as Souls-like. And end of the day, you know, doesn't matter what the game is called. Doesn't matter if it's called a Souls-like, a Souls-adjacent, similar to Souls games, but not really Souls game. Right? Do these labels actually matter? Or is it just a cool, fun game to play? Yeah, the jar's blurry now. Like, I mean, if you same argument. If you look at the action RPG genre, then God of War is an action RPG. Right, it is. But Diablo 4 is an action RPG too, but for some reason, how is that even possible, right? So what do we care about labels like Souls-like, not Souls-like? it's a good game, no matter what label it gets. There's one more boss before the final boss, Chan. And that would be the Demon of Obsession. Arm too short. Ooh, that reminds me of something, though. There's a very annoying opponent here. It's her. She's an annoying opponent. I wonder if my spear stab actually works against her. Oh, great. Stupid fire from the sky. It does work, but kind of doesn't work against her. Okay, let's take this before I get hit by that thing and just die. You struggled so much with Obsession. We killed Obsession with, like, some easy spells, but you have the Aku of Looping Zhang, this one. And Looping Zhang is just OP. We also have the Spear now, so the Demon Bane Strike. And the Demon Bane Strike, for some obscure reason, is just OP too. Because it throws humanoid opponents on the ground. Stab, fly, down. I have Kazan in my wish list, but I don't know if it's worth it. Kazan is 20 out of 20 worth it. Kazan probably has one of the best end bosses in any Souls-like, to be fair. And I'm saying that as someone who has played every Souls-like there kind of is. That's how good. I hate you so much, Birdman. I hate you so much. That's how good Kazan is. How much better is Feathering now? Feathering has one issue that Magic in general has. That there's only one stagger spell. Same. Not two stagger spells. There's not three stagger spells. There's one single stagger spell. It's a bit of a stinker. Apart from that, killer. I say that Feathering definitely surprised me. I thought it would just generally feel worse because it doesn't have... Feathering doesn't have fire damage. Right? And fire damage is OP in this game. I don't think hard bosses equals to Souls-like. I mean, as we said, like... It's just a game genre. You can call any game Souls-like if you want to. Oh, she's going to so hardcore. Okay, that didn't hit her. It's just not okay. Oh, what did I just do there? Hey, Pony, could you just press many buttons that don't do anything? I hate her so much. I have strong hateful feelings towards her. And I don't even know her. Here. That's what I was looking for. The white general robes. White general robes are generally, generally... Woo! Yeah, you get it, chat, because... No? Okay, so let me explain. I'm missing the polygonal container spell. Then you did not talk to the old ferryman. Then you did not talk to the storyteller guy. Okay, so instead of fighting this guy who was here and really annoying, we're just going to run past this guy who is here and really annoying. Because, well, as it turns out, like, you really just don't want to mess with that. Oh no, I'm being chased by my demon. Why are we not fighting my demon? Well, it's actually pretty simple because, like, I don't want to lose my sanity. Oh no, chat, what did we have to say again? Who remembers? Was it the upper one or the lower one? A wheel turns anew. Yeah.
To devote oneself solely.
Lower one. I didn't screw that one up.
Resolute.
Will you play Wuchang the Wayfarer? I never heard of that one. Chat keeps throwing game names at me and I'm just like, did you just make that one up? It sounds made up. Okay, welcome to the Demon of Obsession, ladies and gentlemen. So we're currently making a cool ring and then we consume it, right? So, this is the Demon of Obsession. It's kind of like me, but it's not kind of like me. So it's a bit like me, but then not like me.
The chisel is complete by you.
I feel like the Demon of Obsession should have had like a cool... cool little video scene introducing her. So the goal will be using my spear poops to just throw her over. And that's the goal, okay, Chad? And as you can see, it works rather good. Just gotta be aware that spell has a weird range at times. They take out her electricity phase?
Do not keep us waiting.
Used to go in those electricity cyber side modes. No, they didn't take it out. But we can just... You find this spell to be mean? Yes, it is. I feel like she used to do that way more often, right? Oh, ow, I was not ready for that. I'm like intentionally running into her attacks with the main reason to get more Skyborn Mine, right? Might be a bit questionable, but it allows me to hurt her. Very nice. So I need to do this. Oh my lord! Just let me hit my spell. Bullshit. Yeah, she offered more usually, right? Why would you consume the Ring of Samsara after the final boss? Why can't you consume it before the final boss? It should be possible to consume it before the final boss.
The chisel is complete. Bai Kru, it's time to bring you home.
Ow. Don't mind me just trying to get more. Oh, wrong spell. Oops. Wow. Okay. Don't mind me taking like unnecessary damage just to get my pokes in. How could you not try to get as many pokes as possible in? You know what? If we fight her here at the stairs, could we get more pokes in? That was a lot of pokes I did versus her, chat. Okay. You know, just spam her harder, I guess. That kind of worked out, I reckon. Should go like... If I'm willing to take one hit, I can just always force it. Right? Did she not go Axe mode anymore?
The madness persists.
Did she ever go Axe mode? Am I just remembering it wrong?
Your hands. How fitting.
Oh, I'm just better. What can I say? Was the Obsession armor ever good? I never used it. It's good against despair, corruption. I mean, I might as well just put it on because I want to look cool. Look at me. So it's not actually good. It's just goon. I see, chat. I see. Axe is best weapon and build. Axe is fantastic, but definitely not the best. Magic just blows it out of the water. Magic just mean in general. We're gonna do this like here, very simple, and I will just have her not do much to us. This is the easiest thing to do. Better. Okay, let's make the ring. And then eat it. Okay, so what you can do with the Ring of Samsara, it says, contains a huge amount of red mercury, may be offered at an altar, thus serving as a key to fulfill a long-cherished wish, or we just consume it for 10,000 runes. Wow, it's only 10,000? Like it says, contains a large quantity, and then it's just 10,000. Wow, that's a scam. That's a scam. I'm not happy. Okay, listen, this is the face of a man not happy. Like it literally teases you with contains a large quantity of runes, and then like, what is that? What's a large quantity? You know what a large quantity is? That's not a large quantity. Actually, let me reset these because we need to go here to reset that. Because I can finally enter the temper menu. Also, put that one in. Okay, now we're just missing the final boss, ladies and gentlemen. So we have done absolutely everything that is doable. We have killed every single boss with feathering. We're using the 3 disciplines for maximum damage. Pretty good build so far. Pretty fun. Pretty amazing. I'm still going to say the easiest build to beat the game with is a combination of feathering and magic. And I think you all agree, right, Chad? Because if you combine feathering and magic, in those cases, you will be getting the best of both worlds. You get the one-shot spells for the big enemies. And you get the agile spells for the small enemies. Take that! Not the band! I'm surprised that that would actually stagger him. So, oh, this was why it staggers him. Yes, I forget. In the patch notes, they said added more stagger thingies. Right? That's the... I've been wondering why they stagger so much. If it's my magic. No, it's because of the patch 1.5. Dual wield leech is super easy. Dual wield leech is super easy, but you can still lose. It is probably, if you have absolutely no talent in Souls-like games, the build to play. That's true. It's not a bash, chat. It might sound like a bash, but it's just like if you have zero talent, like we're talking about, like you are, I don't know, you're losing against the first guy when you step out of the Reverend Temple, and there's that dude, and he's like, oh, look, I have a sword and half HP, and you just lose against him, right? Then that might be a good build for you. Look, they're still fighting, Mom. Okay, listen, laddie. Not cool to shoot at me like that. I, by the way, also fell down here, chat, and broke my neck. I don't want to talk about it. No AMA. Also, has anyone of you started the Battlefield beta already? Battlefield beta should be up and running. We'll later do some Battlefield beta, FY. But what I would like to know is, are there more weapons? I didn't check, but I'd like to know. I'm always able to find builds that break games. I mean, that's half the fun in Souls games, to beat them with a hard build, aka a build that struggles, and then to beat them with a try-hard build, right? I mean, my first Elden Ring playthrough was without summons and only the Ushigatana because I'm dense as fuck. And then after my first playthrough, I was like, yeah, okay, so that was fun. I'm really proud of me, like, beating it this way. I'll never do that again. And now I'm gonna cheese the fuck out of the game. Right? Most reasonable way how to handle it. Go through the actual experience first, and then, you know, make your own experience. Okay, that's Jeffrey, Chad. Jeffrey Birdface. Oh no, we're dead. Run! Jeffrey Birdface is fighting back. I mean, like, seriously, don't fuck around there. No staggered, no crime. I forget that I have it equipped. Is the patch out for PS5? I don't think the patch is out for PS5, my friend. Still nod.
I take off. Tell
So
me.
2 seconds before the end, he just revealed, I'm a god, bitch! And you're like, wow.
Oh,
That's so
everything
impressive,
I know,
sir.
Still chasing illusions. Then go on.
He gave us the Golden Scepter spell. Was that feathering or magic too? That was magic as well. It's so sad. Like, I feel they really forgot a lot of the feathering spells. Okay, now we should be meeting Hiyuzoi. Ah! Let's go and meet Hiyuzoi. And he's gonna be like, I lost my memory. What's happening? There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Wuchang, Bai Kru, Wuchang. No, no.
Okay, we got him. Can't stand how long it takes to get up from the ground. The update definitely made that better. That being said, I think people just played the game wrong. Because again, if you get downed, okay, if you get thrown on the ground, you don't actually have to instantly get back up. You could also wait until the opponent is about to hit you as you're on the ground, and then use your back get up animation as a evade. That actually works. There's one thing I'm missing in this game, and that's lore entries. Because I would like to know why the dude here is looking like this, right? What happened to him that made him like this? Why is the bird guy who has lost an arm but has kind of 4 arms is wearing like a cloth bind above his eyes and is like looking like a goddamn weirdo? But why? People want things easy? No, I don't think that people want things easy. I do genuinely believe that the get up animation needed to be reworked. Only because as a good player, you can work with the get up animation, right? Doesn't make it okay the way it is. When I acknowledge that the rework was needed, and just makes the game a better game. Hee. Speared him. Now, don't forget to go in the middle, because the middle, and I didn't do this in my first playthrough, has something amazing, right? You just go here and you pick up this item, and it's a avian tur, and that tur just gives you 100,000 mercury. It's like, hi. Boom, 100K. And at this point, it's not like crazy anymore, but it's still good. And now to the coolest soundtrack, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Did you come prepared? Ambush time already? Yeah, this playthrough is really quick. I think we took... let's just go back to... we can check in a second. Let's go to the thingy. Should be sub 10 hours. Sorkin, what up, sir? Beautiful. I missed that music. Like, there was good music throughout the game, but I feel like they should have done just a little bit more. Right? Is Lies of P worth playing, Adam? Lies of P is my #1 Souls-like game. I'm not exaggerating when I say I would die for Lies of P. Okay? Just so you understand. Good. Now let's check. What was the time so far? We're not done. No worries. We'll go fight the boss because we want to see the feathering spell you actually get. Okay. So I think we're like 8 hours in or something in that direction. Let's see. Load game, 8 hours and 55 minutes. First playthrough was 31 hours. Second playthrough was 12 hours and 44 minutes. Then we had another one with 14 hours and 41. And this one is already another 2 to 3 hours faster. What do you do if you have to go to a funeral, but you have gotten too fat for the black suit you wore last time? You actually wear a Hawaii shirt and you say that you're celebrating death and not mourning. And if anyone looks weird at you, you just look weird back. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? Not what the fuck is wrong with you, right? And that's the easiest way to do it. Also, my condolences, Sorkin. Damage is okay. I mean, obviously, all damage is lower than the damage that you do with magic. That's good damage. Oh, I actually got hit. So magic will one-hit him. I think not everyone wants to one-hit things, right? Oop. Okay, so you need to run away now. Wait, you could actually do this because it phases you through. Yep. Okay, I'm here. I feel like we should have staggered him by now. Oh, I don't remember that. I have never seen him do that. I don't remember that one. Easy. Oh no, 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 yeah. You're like not really used to fighting him anymore, as like last time I just really one-hit him. No, sad face. Did it with ethereal form? Yes, you can do it actually with ethereal form as well. That's true. I kind of forget about ethereal form. What is the hardest boss fight of all time for all the games that you've played? Dragon Saint Ishin Ashina. Unquestionable. Dragon Saint was an absolute bitch to deal with. I think most people will agree on that one. I mean, it's actually, wait, let me retract that statement. Not the Dragon Saint. It is the DLC boss from Bloodborne, and I forget his name. But then Dragon Saint. There is like I don't know what it's called. It's like a very, 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 very bad boss. Yeah, the Orphan of Cost, exactly. Orphan of Cost is a whole nother level to this. Also from a sound-like perspective, it's like it's hard to quantify Bloodborne bosses with any other game bosses. They are just a different dimension. Trick with this guy is to literally just dash in a circle around him, right? Because you always end up in his butthole. But if you would dash backwards, you would just lose. If you dash behind him or through him, oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. I'm too close to avoid one of them. Actually, that one I could avoid. Cool. Gotta say, he's like quite the fun boss to fight when you're actually fighting him. When you cheese him, then he's just sad. But I guess which boss isn't sad when you just cheese them? Okay, let me just take all the fire damage available. Oh no.
Cycles turn. Void begets fall.
Can't also be corrupted, right? Oh, when did I take damage? That's a dodge, 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 and then this to avoid all the other damage. That one actually should have like heavily damaged me, but it didn't. Kind of glad about. Bullshit, because I would have killed him with that last attack. You're not. No, you're not. I'm not, Trill. That's the thing. I'm fighting him, which is cool, right? We could just kill him in one fell swoop. That's not the point. We have two good spells to actually fight him. So the Dragon Spear and the Act of Looping Zhang. We don't have any other spell feathering-wise, so Act of Hong Lang is shit. We tried it out. It's sadly not good. The Act of Long Hing Lu. I mean, we could... Okay, wait. There is a way we could try the what is it called again? The Vermilion Feathers. Oh, because that one sucks in spells to do shebang bang. Interesting. Echo of Online, Echo just did not do enough damage. I don't trust that spell.
Marrow and bone. I tell you, like father, like daughter. Heavens be praised.
We should use, so we should use the 4 spell to... We should use the 4 spell. Ow. Wow. Unnecessary damage taken. So if he goes for his fire phase, can I finally absorb all his shit? You know? Could potentially do a cool attack out of that. It should work, shouldn't it? Ow. For some reason, brain just didn't brain. Sorry, chat. Okay. Wait, when? I was... Oh, okay. I accept it. Ethereal Form and Echo of Bow Magus broke the game. Echo of Bow Magus really seems silly to give to the player, as it's just too powerful. The Ethereal Form was like okay because it's nice to have Ethereal Form, but it's not like an automatic instant GG super wombo combo flipper flapper like right. I just won. But the Magus Shield is kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Marrow and bone. I tell you, like father, like daughter.
It seems like you did that too early. I was trying to get Skyborn Might from dodging that.
Cast me aside. Today, I took my vengeance.
Are we just spamming him a little bit and not really looking for the damage he could deal? Yes, but I think that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta do that.
Homeland's childish infatuation paved my rise. Divine providence indeed.
It'd be my favorite thing right now. Like he boops you, but you boop back harder. We should have him in the next form, right? No, not like next phase. Did you ever notice when he uses like his feathering power, then the rune on his back lights up?
Immortality would still elude me.
Okay, which button was ethereal form now? RB. Now you go ethereal form because it just dashes you through that. Okay, so... Oh, shit. So we got this fireball spell. Okay, chat. We got him. Okay, we have it up. So if he goes down for a fire spell... Ah, ha, ha, ha. And then it doesn't do anything. Okay, cool. So, you know, like then you know, like it doesn't do anything. Maybe it didn't absorb enough spells. Oh wow, really? Short arms? Well, see, like for that one, we need it.
Shaped my
For that, we needed the... Oh, I wanted to summon the box. I'm actually surprised that I survived that. Because like he was just like a millimeter out of range. But like twice I just lucked out on that one. But hey, I'm better. I win. You suck. You got beaten. Come down here. Oh shit. Okay, so we got ourselves now the sword. And the sword is cool because the sword is actually a one-handed sword, right? So you get this one, the Plume de Grace, which gives you even more spell damage, and it scales with feathering. So compared to the Astral Blade, it's actually exactly what you want to have, right? And then you also get the spell, and the spell is called Echo of Zhuangji. Release a feathering type blade force forward along with 5 orbs can trigger alacrity. And since it's an echo spell, it costs 1 less. That's the OP thing. Like if you're like this spell, the echo, is then and it's probably just going to melt everything. Right? Well, so cool. We actually need to try out that spell. Is the spell that good? Well, we can try it out. So the number one good thing about the spell already is it has a scaling of 6. So it's a tier 6 scaling. That means it profits just better from the damage. We're going to go Worship's Rise, Shu Sanctum, because these enemies are easiest to try against. And yes, we could end the game now to get the good ending, but I can't actually end the game right now with this character because I need a character at the end of the game for guide making purposes. Try the pendant. You're talking about the unknown meat. Increased damage dealt and increases damage taken for each empty armor slot. It's technically not bad, but I prefer the Integralist pendant and just get like, you know, more damage. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's try out the spell. It's 2,000 damage. That's not bad. 2,800 damage. It was a good spell. Not an insane spell, right? I think again, like the best spell you get is really the Demon Bane Strike, because it just happens so quick and you can just slam it out. That being said, the Demon's Bane Strike costs 3 feathering, while this costs 2 feathering only. I mean, the Echo of a Million Feathers is completely useless. That was like something. But for the cost of 2, it's quite amazing, right? The thing is, it can trigger Alacrity if you're attacked while casting. So the Demon's Bane Strike cannot do Alacrity, right? The Echo of Zhuangji, yeah, that one can trigger alacrity, ergo you won't take damage. And that's what makes it so devastating, because like if I trigger this and you hit me in this animation, it doesn't matter because I won't take damage. Now, we could be getting the good ending, Chad, but as I said, we gotta head out now to actually create this build quickly that I can then return to stream also some more Battlefield 6 here on the channel. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna turn the stream off here right now. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna create this whole build, I'm gonna upload the video, and then we're gonna come back online for more Battlefield, okay? So we're going to do that. We're going to reconvene in a jiffy. I'm going to take around 2 hours to make the video because I have most of the content already created and it's going to be like a very easy run through. Therefore, I wish you a good time until we're back with Battlefield. Thank you for watching the Feathering playthrough. Have an eye out for the video being released. Even if you don't want to watch it, you still watch it. Then you show your friends and tell them to also watch it. Okay? I'll hurry up and I'll be soon back. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in very soon.